Jennifer Hudson's big, unmistakable voice has carried her from the pews of a Chicago church to stardom on American Idol, then on to an Oscar and a pair of Grammy Awards. Growing up, Hudson's musical hero was Aretha Franklin. In a measure of just how far she has come, Hudson currently is shooting the movie Respect, in which she stars as Aretha, who handpicked Hudson for the role before her passing last year. This week, another big role for the 38-year-old singer and actress as she plays Grizabella the Glamour Cat in the new movie Cats. Through the magic of CGI, Hudson and her big-name co-stars disappear into digital fur and whiskers, and Hudson sings that famous number, Memory. Jennifer and I got together here in New York for a Sunday Sit-Down.
It is the showstopper that shook movie audiences and changed Jennifer Hudson's life.
Music is the underlying to everything I do.
Yeah.
If I'm shooting a scene, okay, what's the emotion? If I'm in a photo shoot, all right, what do I need to feel? I can find that song or that music that puts me in that place.
Hudson brings those familiar powerhouse vocals to memory, the iconic centerpiece of the new film Cats, in which she also stars.
A new day has begun.
In that song, did you want to do anything a little different with it or just honor the original?
Songs like that you don't touch. My resolve was to add my heart to it. Let the notes be the same, but let the emotion do the speaking.
Here we go!
She's joined in the all-star cast by the likes of Taylor Swift, Judi Dench, Idris Elba, Ian McKellen, and James Corden.
I haven't seen you before, have I?
To become a movie cat, it turns out an actor must first attend cat school.
And I was like, cat school? And how does a human become a cat?
What happens at cat school?
Well, we started out learning about cats. You know, the characteristics of a cat, the mannerisms, and then we would sniff around.
Literally.
Closing our eyes and trusting our other senses. And things like that, which made you more like cat-like.
I'm just picturing you, a group of some of the most famous people on earth, closing your eyes in a room and just sniffing around.
Yes, you should try it if you close your eyes.
Okay. And what, just sniff
And sniff
around?
like a cat. And follow, and let your nose be the lead. See? Okay.
As a child growing up on the south side of Chicago, Jennifer Hudson found her voice in the church.
In my family, we were born singers. I was like about maybe not even 2 on my grandmother's lap, on my godmother's lap in the choir stand, and they hit the note for the sopranos to hit, and I hit the note, and they said, this baby's gonna sing.
At 2 years old?
Yeah, really young.
Wow.
Once I fell in love with music, I was like, and that was at 7 years old. I said, no, this is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do.
After graduating from high school, Hudson chased that love of music to the high seas, where she performed on a Disney cruise ship.
And I learned then that, you know, you have to launch into the deep. If you want something, you can't just sit there. You have to go for it. 2 days after I got off the ship, I auditioned for American Idol.
We're going to expect something better than a cruise ship performance, right, today?
Hudson became a fan favorite on the 3rd season of American Idol, with her booming interpretations of classic songs. She finished in 7th place, but the world knew her name and her talent. With little acting experience, Hudson was cast as Effie White in the film adaptation of the Motown musical Dreamgirls.
There were a lot of people who wanted that job.
782 others.
Is that what it
I would
was?
never forget it.
So did you go into that thinking, oh, there's no chance, 782 people want this job?
And it's faith, not arrogance, it's faith. I said, no, I believe so much that this is my part. They can go cast somebody else, but they still gonna have to come back and get me.
And then not only do you win the part, you win the Oscar for the part. How surreal was that experience?
Wow. It's still surreal. The only thing I really remember was when a category came up. And me giving myself the little pep talk, yo, Jennifer, you did good making it this far. If you don't win, it's all right. And then it was like, Jennifer Hudson. And I said, don't get up, because ain't nobody here that but you. And then I looked over, and everybody was looking at me. I'm like, oh, that's me. Let me get up. Making it that far, coming from everything that I came from, to being in the room is enough, and then being nominated, that is the Oscar to me.
With an Oscar and more movie roles in hand,
what would happen if these were to magically disappear?
Hudson finally got around to putting out her first studio record in 2008. It won the Grammy for Best R&B Album.
Wow, I'm just in awe right now.
But the joy of Hudson's professional rise was interrupted unthinkably in October of 2008, when her mother, brother, and nephew were murdered by her sister's estranged husband. Hudson testified at the trial and took time away from music to grieve.
You talked about your mother. Do you think about her?
You know what?
This is all
Today
happening?
is my mother's birthday.
Oh, wow.
She used to write me letters when I was away. She said, of all these things you've done, my favorite part is the person you are, and that you are good to everyone and your character. And I'm like, I don't know no other way to be. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows.
And how did you have the strength to get out of those lows?
We have no choice but to go on, you know? The best way to keep going is to honor their memories and to live in the way they wanted you to live. You've been blessed with life, so live it.
Life has blessed Hudson with a son, 2 more albums, and even an acclaimed Broadway debut in The Color Purple.
I've done every form of a stage there is, from even on the sea. The only place I ain't been is to the outer space. And I'm gonna get there one day too, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Don't send me out of space, y'all.
For now, Jennifer Hudson is staying grounded with that powerful gift she first discovered as a little girl in church.
I want to be 90-some years old, talking about hoo. I don't like, living under your. I want to have a memory. And what's the words telling? I want to be around for as long as I can, just doing what I love. What more could I ask for? I'm grateful.
And you can hear Jennifer sing Memory in Cats when it hits theaters on Friday. Our big thanks to the famed La Grenouille restaurant here in New York for hosting our conversation. As I mentioned, Jennifer is in the middle of shooting Respect, the Aretha Franklin biopic for which she was handpicked by the Queen of Soul. To hear Jennifer talk about the honor and the challenge of playing her idol Aretha, check out our web extras at today.com/Sunday. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the entire unedited interview with Jennifer Hudson. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.